minutes, 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.
Electricians are skilled. They are professional. Qualified electricians install, maintain, and repairs electrical systems. They are clever at wiring and safe and compliant. On the other hand, Millwrights installs, dismantles, and move heavy machinery. They are strong and crucial in repairing and maintaining big, complex machines. Becoming one takes time, dedication, and hard work, but the salary is well worth it. Needless to say, solar PV technicians are here to stay. They do all preventative and corrective maintenance on the solar plant while following all the health and safety procedures. Welcome to Africa Skills Live, where you will enjoy the company of Allister Alexander, an electrical facilitator at Africa Skills College, and we meet Gareth Batton, a dynamic learner electrician at Africa Skills. It is said when sparks fly, electricians are there to make sure they stay beautiful and controlled. At Africa Skills Private College, Allister Alexander and his team ensure that the spark of inspiration and motivation stay in the hearts of young men and women. Welcome, Allister. You are an electrical facilitator, and they say that electricians are solution finders. What other characteristics do you need if you would like to be a good electrician?
Thank you very much for having me. So the characteristic that you would need would be you must have a logical approach to things that you tackle, tasks that you tackle. You must have the ability to analyze effectively circuits and the task at hand. And then being a solution finder, you obviously need to know your product that you're working with, and you have to understand what you're busy with before you can be a solution finder.
And then if we look at the models that you make use of for the training for electrical artisans, what models do you use? What do you teach your learners?
Okay, so starting from a fundamental point of view, we obviously have to start with theoretical knowledge to make sure that they understand the principles of different laws, different calculations, and then and we have to go over to industrial work. So they have to do construction work. They have to do dig into the residential part of the field. They have to do the industrial part of the field where they have to work with motors, programming for PLCs, variable speed drives. So yeah, the list goes on.
I can just imagine. So why will electricians always be in good demand, and is it a good career to pursue?
Yes, definitely. So it is high in demand because the field is so broad. Like I've mentioned, it covers domestic installations, it covers industrial installations, it covers medium voltage to high voltage. So there's really a demand for electricians. So and as we all know now, solar is also big in demand. So learners have to go into that as well. So
of course. Yeah. So how does solar PV training for your technicians, how does that fit into a world of energy and renewable energy trades nowadays?
Okay, so as we all see that solar is obviously a alternative supply, as we would call it. So it has similar fundamentals than electricity. So obviously we have to work with batteries, we have to work with inverters, we have to work with panels, mounting of panels on different roofs, and but the fundamentals of electricity, it's also being embedded there.
Of course. So now you have your learners, they get the training, they get the qualification. How do you ensure that they get enough practical as well as workplace experience?
Okay, so our setup, it works. So we have, like I've mentioned, we do theory training first in our classrooms, and then we send them over to the workshop where they actually get to apply the knowledge that they've just studied in the theory modules. And then after that process, we send them to different companies. So we are fortunate to work with very good companies in George, or actually all over South Africa. And then we make sure that we rotate learners so they can cover the whole scope of electricity.
Okay, so Africa Skills also do offer the Millwright artisanship. If I get the Millwright qualification, what will that ensure me? How will it enable me? What will I be able to do in the workplace with that?
Okay, so the Millwright is also very high in demand. So, for example, if you have to go work in a factory, so it's actually the person who has to deal with mechanical part of the plant, for example, and also the electrical part of the plant. So he has to know both worlds, for example. Yeah.
Allister, thank you so much for sharing your passion with us today.
It's a great
Should you
pleasure.
require more information about the electrical course options at Africa Skills, check out our website at africaskills.co.za, where you will find all the trade courses, learnerships, and short courses too. To become an electrician, you can apply and enroll at any of the Africa Skills campuses in George, Rustenburg, Centurion, Soshanguve, or Pofadder.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Voltau is the dream of a local family in George in the garden route in South Africa to become self-sustainable and independent. They did not want to create just another business, but also a legacy and a platform that can pay it forward by training the next generation of electrical artisans. Voltau was established in March 2019 and was registered as a private company in September 2020. Aligned with its mission, Voltau is a host employer of Africa Skills Private College, and it is wonderful to welcome the director of Voltau, Ockert du Plessis, to Africa Skills Live. Thank you for joining us, Ockert.
Thank you, Quentin.
Please tell us more about Voltau.
So Voltau is an electrical company. We do lots of solar, house wiring, factory automation, home automation. I've also done farm automation for a client. So we basically do all electrical stuff that we get our hands on.
And where did you get your qualification and experience as an electrician?
Well, for years I worked for quite a big company in the maintenance sector. I also did factory automation for another company just after I qualified. And I qualified at the ECTA in Port Elizabeth. And yeah, from there I've never stopped studying and just getting more qualifications.
Now, Voltau prides itself in a high quality product as well as being hands-on with problem solving. Now, how do you assure that that legacy is carried over to apprentices that's placed at your company?
Well, I train them the same way I got trained. Throw them in at the deep end. Let them solve problems on their own with guidance from myself. That's the only way to really learn. It's by making mistakes and correcting them.
Yeah. So, but if we talk about these artisans now, what do you look for in young men and women who would like to pursue this as a career and who are placed at your company?
Well, firstly, any artisan or any apprentice that's being placed in any trade has to be passionate about what they want to do. If they are not passionate about what they want to do and they're just aiming to do it for the money, that ends in failure most of the time.
What do you expect from a training institution such as Africa Skills?
Well, I expect from them to start at the basics, also be hands-on with the practical side of training the apprentices, and just to nurture a passion in any trade that they actually need. That's the first thing, but gradually stepping up and getting to the next level on each and every artisan.
Right, so Ockert, if you could say something to other companies out there that might be interested in becoming a host employer, what would that message be?
I would say if you're training any apprentice, don't hold back. Throw them in at the deep end, and train them as we were trained before. I mean, the old artisans that's been in the industry for quite a few years, they've been around the block. So respect the old tradesmen.
Right. It was a privilege having you here, Ockert. Thank you, Ockert du Plessis, for being part of the conversation on the training and work placement experiences of Africa Skills apprentices right here on Africa Skills Live.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Taking us to the next level of quality training and the value of dedication as a learner on your way towards your internationally accepted red card certificate as an electrician, millwright or solar PV installer is Gareth Batton, a learner electrician at Africa Skills Private College. Hello Gareth and welcome.
Nice to be here.
Gareth, what is it about electricity that fascinates you and makes you think this is what I want to pursue as a career?
Well, we need electricians in the field. Obviously, electrical work is quite a sought out career. You know, obviously with the growing of renewable energy and so on, I definitely think there's a place in the market for it. Yeah.
Right, so now, once you're a qualified electrician, what does your future plans look like? Are you looking forward to earning good money?
Yeah, well, definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to some good money. What I'd like to do is start my own company, and obviously that allows more employment in the sector, which is great for the economy. But also, I do enjoy working for myself and building up my own business. So definitely, yeah.
So once a qualified electrician, what types of work will you be able to do?
Well, there's a number of different things in the electrical field. Obviously, we have the more maintenance side of things, construction. There's obviously the renewable side, solar energy, and so on. We've also got things like PLCs and automation, which is quite a big, advanced, growing sector. So definitely something we can look into and build on 100%. Yeah.
And then how do you feel about a career in solar installation compared to being a qualified electrician?
Well, I think the two interlap, you know. So with 100% solar is a growing sector, like I said. So definitely the two interlapping. Electrician obviously does the electrical side. Solar is the renewable side with obviously a different type of energy coming into the system. But I would definitely say being an electrician and having the solar together is a must. You know.
My final question, Gareth, is what do you fancy about studying at Africa Skills here in George, in the beautiful Garden Route?
Well, first of all, obviously George is a beautiful place. It's fantastic the way it's run. Just the whole beauty of it really has brought me, you know, coming from KZN and moving here. Just the way the place is run and organized. It's a beautiful city. Definitely, I would say the whole Africa Skills artisan side of things, you know, definitely a beautiful company to work with and grow in, and definitely something to build on in the future. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. I can see that you have a big passion for your field, and I wish you the best for your future.
Thank you very much.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Another reason why you need to study at Africa Skills Private College is with us, you gain experiential learning through your 3 years of study. So after the 3 years, when you get your qualification, you will understand exactly what the industry is expecting from you.
It seems clear that South Africa needs more artisans, such as millwrights, solar PV technicians, bricklayers, diesel mechanics, welders, and certainly also electricians, as there is a high demand for highly skilled tradesmen working in a technical field mainly. Be sure to get in touch with Africa Skills Private College. You can chat to the office in George on the Garden Route, where almost 17,000 new artisans have been qualifying over the past 18 years. Choose your location and you will be directed to test your aptitude, apply and enroll to become an artisan. The earlier you start working on something, the quicker you will see results. And remember that your hard work and dedication as an apprentice at Africa Skills Private College will pay off. Keep looking out for more information about your skills development journey and never stop learning. Until next time in the workshop, take care.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.